This is one of the highest regulated industries in the United States. Probably the most highly regulated industry in the United States is the pipeline industry.
Okay, so one of the things you were saying on the phone was that they put sort of the pipeline will come above ground in some places, or when you said through the mountains, you said some places.
This is all going to be buried.
Okay, but then you said at one point there was two different types of burying.
If they go over, well, they can bore.
And what does that mean?
Bore is boring through an area. So if they can't physically, if there's too much rock or something going through a mountain range, they're talking about boring through mountain ranges, boring underneath.
So does that involve dynamite?
What's that?
Does that involve dynamite?
No.
Okay, but they just bore. So how do they?
They would bore. They have diamond-tipped boring machines, and they bore underneath. Have you ever seen a bore done before?
No.
Underneath roads or anything?
Well, under roads, yes, but it wasn't this big.
Well, they pipelines bore underneath highways all the time.
Okay.
Okay, those are short distances.
Didn't you say some enormous distance?
Feet.
They can go 300 feet under the ground, or
probably a half mile to a mile underground.
So that's how you're saying.
When I was working in out east a while back, and you know where Westchester, Pennsylvania is.
Well,
Downingtown, you know where that is over there?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with that?
Well, no, not really. No.
Okay, well, that's right next to New Jersey. And that area there was all subdivisions that we're going through. And they were going to be boring probably 85% of that area over there.
Which means it's
and
like, how deep under the ground does it go there in Westchester?
Well, I'm saying when they bore underground in those situations, depending on if they bore through a hill, it could be hundreds of feet under the ground.
So it's essentially invisible and gone when it's buried.
You never see it. You don't even know they're there when they're boring. It goes through your property. There's no damage, no disruption or anything above ground on your property.
Right, but it is under there, and it could leak and contaminate the water.
All these pipes are all, they have coatings on and everything else to protect it. These are all, they have welding machines that weld these seams and stuff like that. They're not going to leak. They are designed for 20 years plus. Years ago, there was situations where you had pipelines that could break and stuff like that because they weren't coated properly like they are today. They took tar and maybe tarred them and stuff like that years ago. Years ago, there was pipelines that were clay, for God's sakes. You know, all kinds of different types of pipes.
Right.
You know, but this is the modern. We're in a modern era now. A lot of these pipes are stainless steel. They coat them with corrosive materials so they don't leak, don't corrode, don't disrupt anything. A lot of these areas, if you go through a swampy area in that, they put cement padding around them so that they go and sink down into the muck and stuff like that, so they can't raise up. Because there is a fluid in there. If you put fluid through it...
So what is the fluid that is in there?
Gas.
Okay, so I thought gas was gas.
Well, gas is gas. It's but it comes in a liquid form too.
So are we going to have the liquid form too?
No,
through there? Or
anything.
Both?
Like I said, anything can be pushed through a pipe. Once these pipeline, this is a pipeline company. They can push anything they want through that pipe.
So, like, what do you think they'll push through our pipe?
It's supposed to be gas.
But it doesn't have to be.
What's gas? Gas is, you can't see gas, can you? Can you feel gas? You can't feel gas. Can you burn gas? Yes.